Welcome everyone to Vatican City. Now you might be thinking, Vatican City, that tiny speck on the map inside Rome? And you'd be right. It's small, the smallest country in the world in fact, but don't let that fool you. This is the heart of the Catholic world, a place where art, history and spirituality collide in a truly magnificent way. Over the next few days we'll be your guide, not just to the big sights, but to the little details, the stories behind the stones, the echoes of the Renaissance. We'll wander through centuries-old basilicas, stand in awe beneath Michelangelo's masterpieces, and maybe, just maybe, feel a connection to something bigger than ourselves. So, grab your walking shoes, your sense of wonder, and let's explore the wonders of Vatican City together. Now here we are in St. Peter's Square, and wow, just look at that basilica. Can you believe the size of this thing? It's hard to grasp the scale, the grandeur, until you're standing right here with your own 2 feet on these cobblestones, polished smooth by centuries of pilgrims. This is St. Peter's Basilica, the heart of the Catholic world. It's said to be built over the tomb of St. Peter himself, and for centuries it's been a place of pilgrimage, a beacon of faith for millions. And as we step inside, just feel that hush fall over you, the sense of peace, of reverence that just seems to permeate these ancient walls. Look up, way up to that magnificent dome, a masterpiece of Renaissance engineering by the one and only Michelangelo. It's breathtaking, isn't it? And as you wander through the basilica, take your time. Let your eyes feast on the intricate mosaics, the soaring arches, the sheer artistry that surrounds you. See that statue over there, the one with the foot worn smooth by centuries of kisses? That's St. Peter. And it's a tradition for pilgrims to touch his foot, a way of connecting with the past, with their faith. And don't miss the Pieta, Michelangelo's heartbreaking sculpture of Mary cradling the body of Jesus. It's a masterpiece of emotion, of tenderness captured in marble. It's easy to get lost in the art, the history, but remember, this is also a living, breathing church. You might see nuns at prayer, families lighting candles, the echoes of a choir practice. It's a powerful reminder that faith is alive and well here, and it's a privilege to witness it. So take your time, soak it all in, and let the spirit of St. Peter's Basilica work its magic on you. Stepping out of the Basilica, we find ourselves in St. Peter's Square, a vast piazza designed to embrace the faithful from all corners of the globe. Look around, feel the energy, the buzz of countless languages swirling through the air. It's like the whole world has come to gather here. Imagine this square filled with thousands upon thousands of pilgrims, their voices raised in unison during a papal address. It's a sight that sends shivers down your spine, a powerful reminder of the global reach of the Catholic Church. Those sweeping colonnades that seem to reach out and embrace you were designed by Bernini, a master of Baroque architecture. They symbolize the motherly arms of the Church, welcoming the faithful into her embrace. And at the very center of it all stands the obelisk, a silent witness to centuries of history. It was brought here all the way from Egypt, a testament to the Roman Empire's reach and power. If you're lucky enough to be here on a Wednesday, you might catch a glimpse of the Pope himself during his weekly address. It's a moment filled with anticipation, with the hope of receiving a blessing from the Holy Father. But even without the papal presence, St. Peter's Square is a place that stays with you. It's a reminder of the power of faith, the beauty of art, and the enduring legacy of Rome. Take a moment to just breathe it all in, to let the energy of this place wash over you. It's a feeling you won't soon forget. Now, prepare to be humbled. We're entering the Sistine Chapel, home to one of the most famous works of art in human history. Michelangelo's ceiling frescoes. You've seen pictures, you've heard the stories, but nothing truly prepares you for the experience of standing beneath this masterpiece. Craning your neck, you'll see it unfold above you, a symphony of color and form depicting scenes from the book of Genesis. The creation of Adam, with those iconic fingertips nearly touching, is just one small part of this vast and intricate work. Michelangelo, the quintessential Renaissance man, spent years on his back, paintbrush in hand, bringing this masterpiece to life. Imagine the dedication, the sheer artistry it took to create something so awe-inspiring. As you wander through the chapel, don't just look up. The walls are adorned with equally impressive frescoes by Renaissance masters like Botticelli and Perugino. Each scene tells a story, a testament to the power of art to inspire and elevate the soul. Remember, this isn't just a museum, it's a sacred space where cardinals gather to elect the new pope. Feel the weight of history, the solemnity of the countless conclaves that have taken place within these very walls. But most of all, allow yourself to be awestruck by Michelangelo's genius. Let the vibrant colours, the dynamic composition, the sheer scale of the Sistine Chapel take your breath away. It's an experience that will stay with you long after you've left the Vatican. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to embark on a whirlwind tour of the Vatican Museums, a sprawling complex that's home to one of the world's greatest art collections. Now, I'm not exaggerating when I say you could spend days here and still barely scratch the surface. We're talking about ancient Roman sculptures, Egyptian artifacts, tapestries so detailed they look like paintings, and enough Renaissance art to make your head spin. You'll see works by Raphael, Caravaggio, Leonardo da Vinci. The list goes on and on. One of my favorite spots is the map room, where you'll find these incredible 16th century maps painted on the walls. Imagine the cartographers painstakingly charting the known world, their knowledge limited by the technology of the time. It's a fascinating glimpse into our ancestors' understanding of the world. And then there are the Raphael Rooms, a series of rooms in the papal palace decorated by Raphael himself. The School of Athens, with its gathering of philosophers and mathematicians, is considered one of the greatest masterpieces of the High Renaissance. But honestly, one of the greatest joys of the Vatican Museums is simply wandering, letting your curiosity guide you. You never know what treasure you'll stumble upon around the next corner. Just a word of advice: pace yourself. It's easy to get sensory overload in here. Take breaks, grab a coffee in the courtyard, and don't be afraid to revisit your favourite pieces. Ah, a breath of fresh air. After the sensory overload of the museums, stepping into the Vatican Gardens is like entering a different world. These tranquil gardens, hidden away behind the Vatican walls, offer a welcome respite from the crowds and chaos of Rome. Imagine strolling along these shaded pathways, the scent of pine and citrus blossoms filling the air. Fountains gurgle, birdsong fills the air, and for a moment, you might even forget you're in the middle of one of the busiest cities on earth. These gardens have been a place of contemplation and retreat for popes for centuries. They'd come here to pray, to meditate, to find peace amidst the demands of their position. As you wander through the gardens, you'll discover hidden grottos, ancient Roman ruins, and sculptures tucked away amongst the greenery. It's like stumbling upon secret treasures, each with its own story to tell. Be sure to look out for the Lord's Grotto, a replica of the grotto in France where the Virgin Mary is said to have appeared. It's a popular spot for pilgrims to leave prayers and offerings. And don't miss the Vatican radio station, housed in a rather imposing building within the gardens. It's a reminder that even in this tranquil oasis, the Vatican is a modern global institution. So take your time, breathe deep, and let the serenity of the Vatican Gardens soothe your soul. It's a side of Vatican City that few visitors get to experience, and a true hidden gem. Now, we're approaching the Apostolic Palace, the official residence of the Pope. Now, you won't see the Pope hanging out his laundry here or anything. This is a working palace, a symbol of the papacy's power and authority. Just look at the facade, the grandeur, the sheer size of it. It's a reminder that the Catholic Church isn't just a religious institution, it's a global power player with a long, complex history. While you can't visit the Pope's private apartment, you can tour some of his staterooms, which are nothing short of opulent. We're talking about gilded ceilings, priceless tapestries, and frescoes by Renaissance masters. Imagine the dignitaries, the heads of state who've walked these halls, the deals that have been brokered, the history that's been made within these very walls. It's enough to make you want to whisper, just in case the walls are listening. One of the highlights is the Room of the Segnatura, where you'll find Raphael's famous fresco, The School of Athens. It's a masterpiece of Renaissance humanism, celebrating the pursuit of knowledge and reason. And don't miss the Borgia Apartments, a suite of rooms once occupied by the infamous Borgia Pope Alexander VI. Let's just say they liked their luxury. And these rooms are a testament to the excesses of the Renaissance papacy. Visiting the Apostolic Palace is a fascinating glimpse into the heart of the Catholic Church's power structure. It's a place where art, History and politics intertwine, creating a truly unique and thought-provoking experience. We're going underground now, descending into the depths beneath St. Peter's Basilica to explore the Vatican necropolis. This ancient burial ground dates back to Roman times, and it's a fascinating glimpse into the history that lies beneath the surface of the Vatican. Imagine walking among these ancient tombs, some simple, others elaborately decorated. These were the final resting places of early Christians, many buried here because of their proximity to the supposed tomb of St. Peter. The highlight of the necropolis is, of course, what is believed to be the tomb of St. Peter himself. Now, it's a simple, unassuming spot marked by a small altar, but for the faithful, this is hallowed ground, a place of pilgrimage and deep spiritual significance. Think about it. If this is indeed St. Peter's tomb, then this is where the Catholic Church as we know it began. It's a humbling thought to stand in a place that has held such significance for so many, for so long. As you explore the necropolis, you'll see evidence of the evolution of burial practices over the centuries. You'll see pagan tombs adorned with mythological scenes, early Christian symbols like the fish and the chairo, and even mausoleums belonging to wealthy Roman families. It's a reminder that the Vatican City we see today is built upon layers of history, each stratum telling a story of faith, power, and the enduring human desire to connect with something larger than ourselves. Visiting the Vatican necropolis is a truly unique experience, a chance to walk in the footsteps of early Christians and connect with the very roots of the Catholic faith. Well, folks, there you have it. Vatican City, a place that overwhelms the senses, sparks the imagination, and nourishes the soul. Whether you're a devout Catholic, an art enthusiast, or simply a curious traveller, there's something here for everyone. From the awe-inspiring grandeur of St. Peter's Basilica to the intimate beauty of the Vatican Gardens, from Michelangelo's masterpieces to the ancient whispers of the necropolis, Vatican City is a journey that will stay with you long after you've left its hallowed gates. So if you ever find yourself in Rome, do yourself a favor and dedicate a day, 2 days, even 3 to exploring this remarkable place. You won't regret it. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for more travel tips and inspiration. Happy travels!